Good morning. I want to talk to you today about the word balance. It gets thrown around so fucking often, it actually fucks me off when everyone's like, oh, balance, how do I find balance? How do I create balance? Or they talk about things and then they're like, hashtag balance. Let's actually talk about what it means. An even distribution of weight, enabling someone or something to remain upright and steady. Or a situation in which different elements are equal or in the correct proportions. When you think about when you're throwing the word balance around, I'm going to use my example of being a single mum and running my own business. And it can be applied to anything. It doesn't fucking exist. It really doesn't. How do you measure if it's equal? How do you decide if it's in the correct proportion? You fucking can't. What happens is when you decide to juggle or dance with, I like those words so much better because the idea of balance stresses me the fuck out, and it does you guys. Do you know how I know? Because you get so caught up and stressed out when you're not meeting it. What actually happens is there's a cost. So if as a single mum and a business owner, sometimes the cost is if I'm really excited about a project and I want to throw myself into it, sometimes the cost is spending time with Havana and she gets put in front of the TV. So I'm not spending as much time as I would like to, or to me would be in balance of. And then that would mean equal balance, right? So there's a cost. I have chosen to throw myself into my creative project because when I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. And when I'm feeling it, I'm on fucking fire and magic happens. And then other times I can be in the middle of that, but Havana needs me. So there's no balance there, is there? Because now I have to walk away and I have to go and I need to go and take care of her and nurture her. And I need to switch off from that and just be in mum mode. So the cost is I can't utilize my creative energy when it's peaking because I choose to give my daughter what she needs. See? Cost. Not so much balance because my heart is still kind of wants to be over there. But at the same time, my heart knows that it's needed here. And this is not about good or bad or right or wrong or what you should be doing or shouldn't be doing. This is not about that. It's getting very fucking realistic that this whole balance shit that everyone's striving for is bullshit. And instead, if you can look at it like a juggle, instead, if you can look at it like it does have a cost, but let's not have the negative connotation around it, which we all seem to do the minute cost or something involving money comes into it. Let's just fuck that off for now and get really clear. And it's a choice that you get to make, and it's a powerful choice because even though I'm really want to be creative, but Havana needs me, I want to be the kind of person and the kind of mum that she knows is available to her no fucking matter what when she needs me. Sometimes when she wants me, I'm not. But when she needs me, I always want to be there and know that I'm her safe place and I will drop everything and I will show up for her. Because as a human, that's important to me. I'm not saying it's important to you or it has to be or that I'm right or anything. I'm just saying that that's my values and I want to uphold them. Now, this also, this applies to, I don't start my day till a little bit later. So I'm not going to make as much progress in my business and it's not going to move as fast as someone else that spends 8 hours a day working in their business. Because what matters to me is getting up slowly and hanging out with Havana and dancing and having fun in the mornings and doing stuff together before we go and start our days separately. Because she loves fucking going to school and socializing. She loves being around people. She's quite happy to have a day independent of me. And I'm really happy to go and do that. But if I get up in the morning and want to tick all my boxes and do all my things, that means we're rush. So it means I don't start work an hour later after she starts school because I choose to go to the gym and then eat breakfast and then do that. So here's my cost. Do you get what I mean? Like, there's no balance here because I'm choosing to spend time with Havana. I still want to get my needs met and then I put work after. So the cost is my business isn't growing as fast as someone else's who would probably rush through their morning routine and start work earlier and spend more hours a day working. But I'm okay with that cost. So it's all about being okay with that cost and making that choice. Oh, that's where I wanted to go back to before. Sorry, I got sidetracked and then forgot. So the cost is, like, even though I want to be here doing the creative stuff, but instead I'm throwing myself like into Havana, into mum mode to be what she needs. I choose to do that because I choose to do that. Not it's a decision and I'm not going to justify it. I choose to show up in that moment for Havana because I choose to show up in that moment for Havana. No other fucking reason other than it's a choice I'm making. Do you see how even though she needs me and even though I'm getting pulled away from something I'd probably rather be doing, by choosing it, even though it's not a choice that I've made, like even though it's kind of something that's almost out of my control, but by going, I choose to show up in this moment as a loving, nurturing mum because I choose to show up in this moment as a loving, nurturing mum, I have power around it. Versus, I have to do this, but I'd rather be doing this. Do you see what I mean? There's no power in that. So let's fuck the word balance off because it's stressful trying to get there. Let's instead look at everything like it has a cost without the negative connotation, because it's not a negative connotation. It's just a cost. And then choose it powerfully. So then you've got some say and you've got I hate using the word control, but I do quite often need to feel like I'm in control. So for me, that's how I get to feel like it. I choose it because I choose it. But if I go, I choose it because Havana needs me, that's not a choice. See what I mean? I choose it because I choose it. And then the power's back on me. So go and practice that and see how it fucking feels, and stop looking at everything like you're balancing, because it's gonna feel like you're dropping all the balls and it's easier to fall apart when you're looking at like balancing. I just can't fucking do it. No one can fucking do it. It's unrealistic as fuck. You make a choice, and with that choice comes a cost, and you choose to be okay with that cost, because in that moment you're choosing what's fucking powerful for you. Is that confusing, or did that make a whole lot of sense? I hope that made a whole lot of sense. Go and action it and get back to me and let me know what you think about it.